Hello, Soul Stars. Well, it's been a very long while since I've actually done a video. Over a year now. I think my last one was last July in 2021. And a lot has happened. The reason why I took a break is because I was going through such, and still am, a huge transformation of my consciousness. And we all go through these stages of really going through a huge timeline jump. A timeline jump just means a next level of vibration that we are ready to step into. And it has to do with our light body and our physical body and the amount of light that we can hold and maintain in our physical body based on our consciousness and awakening. So I am at my next stage, and I'm slowly but surely transitioning from Goddess of the Charms to my new site and my new name, which is going to be Heart Consciousness Evolution. So stay tuned for that. I'm still in transition, but I wanted to start coming on again and really just talking about ascension and what I've been personally going through in hopes it can help all of you guys. So in this past year, I've gone through transformation in the emotional body, the physical body, the mental body, and the material outside world, really, the 3D, my 3D reality, which is just what we can see with our eyes, right? The last experience that was really huge for me was a death for someone that was very close to me. And I've been going through a huge transformation in a brand new way that I really want to share with all of you, because I think this is so huge for any death or loss in any type of relationship. And it doesn't even have to be an actual physical death. It can be a divorce, it can be a loss of a friend, it can be just stopping communication with somebody, any of these things. And it can be very abrupt at times because of this ascension, and it has to do with our frequency and vibration. It has to do with, most of all, what is highest aligned for our next reality on a soul level. And what that means is our soul and our universe has a consciousness on what is highest aligned to bring us more into a love frequency, more and more and more. And this is ongoing for the rest of our ascension lives in this physical body. And so you may seem that things are falling away again, and this is constant in ascension. Okay. I want to share a different perspective on way to look at this based on what I've experienced in my consciousness now. All of these aspects, these relationships, these other people outside of you are aspects of actually yourself, okay? So basically the death represented an aspect of me, that it was an old identity that I was no longer resonating with on a frequency vibrational level. And so it fell out of my reality very abruptly. And so what that means is an old identity that this person represented had to start falling away inside me. Okay, so I started making radical shifts, like basically changing my business, and you can do it in all different ways. Maybe cleansing your house, maybe looking at what is going on that has bound you to the old reality. Okay, we a lot of times go unconscious as well. So we may have a relationship that comes in that shows us of our own unconscious programming, which we all still have. This is just programming, old belief systems that are basically been in there forever for all our existences that we are releasing on a soul level. And we are replacing and embodying it with our soul in the physical body and holding more light in its place. And this happens again and again and again and again. So a practice you could do is actually mirroring that person back inside you. So for example, if you have a picture of the person, or you can actually just close your eyes and picture the person and bring that person into your heart and see if you can see what aspect that represents for you. So it usually is some kind of twisted reality or something that doesn't feel right inside, something that is off inside, okay? So you want to look at that part of you and what that represents for you. So for example, it could be a mother or a father relationship that you've had. It could be a lover, it could be a friend. And you want to look at, okay, what does this friend represent? It usually represents, or this lover or this mother or father, it usually represents some core childhood wound or trauma that has been carried on for lifetimes with us, okay? So yes, it did happen in this lifetime, but it goes much deeper than that, and it usually is a lot of our existences, okay? And basically that hurt trauma created a fragment. A fragment is just a off-pitched note or a discordancy that is created another energy ball of energy that is not merged with your soul. So we have many fragments. It basically means that our soul was shattered in a million pieces throughout all these existences based on our belief systems, our traumas, our betrayals, our programming most of all, okay? And our stories. We have so many stories of what actually happened to us, and we hold on to them through our emotions. And it is time now on this planet to clear this, and we do this again and again and again. But when we have an abrupt loss or death, this comes up really, really strong. So let's do a practice. I want to do a practice with all of you. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. I want you to imagine the person that you may feel at a loss with. You may have emotions around this. And usually it's some kind of ickiness, sadness, anger, and that is attached to a story. I want you to bring that person inside you in your heart. Isholaria torra, tashialaria torra, tashialaria torra. Ishalaria norra, tashialaria torra, tashia. And then I want you to put your face on this person. Ishokolaria torra, tashialaria torra, tashialaria torra. Isholaria torra, tashialaria torra, tashia. And see if you can feel this person's hurt, this person's hurt inner child, as the same as your own. Shikolara torra tashialaria to. Isholaria torra tashia. What hurts is this person mirroring for you? Ishalaria torra tashialaria torra. Ishalaria Torah. And I want you to make this smaller and smaller and turn this into an inner child of yours. Ishalaria Torah tashialaria Torah tashia. Ishalaria Torah tashia. This inner child has a message for you. Ishalaria Torah tashia. It wants to show you and tell you how it's been hurting. Ishalaria Torah tashialaria to. Ishalaria Torah tashiela. Isholaria Torah tashia. And why it's been hurting? What is the story? Ishokolaria Torah tashiela. Isholaria Torah tashielaria Torah tashia. Isholaria Torah tashia. It could be that your mother or father physically abused you, sexually abused you, emotionally abused you, hurt you in some way, avoided you, wasn't there for you. Ishokolaria tosha laria taria tosha. And know that this hurt was mirrored in this person that you lost. Isholaria Torah tashia. This person had the same hurt, the same abuse as you. Isholaria Torah tashia. The same discordancies as a result of this hurt. Isholaria Torah tashiala. Isholaria Torah tashia. We have protection mechanisms that we place and fragments that we create based on this trauma that cause us to be controlling, manipulating, angry, cause us to act in certain ways that is not coming from love. See if you can see that in this inner child of yours. And most of all, how have you been compromising this inner child? How have you not been listening to this inner child to give it love? How have you been going against what you know this inner child really needs at this time? And right now in this moment, we want that all to fall away. Just drop the story. It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. You're here now with your inner child. And in this moment, you can give it love just by bringing your awareness to your inner child. Just by noticing it, that's all you have to do. And we're going to link your inner child with your soul now. And we want to ask this inner child, what is it afraid of? Because all these emotions stem from fear, huge fear. Is this inner child afraid that it won't be loved? Is this inner child afraid that a person would leave their reality, so it was clinging on? Was this person afraid to be alone? Your inner child, was it afraid to be alone, so it held on to a relationship? Or it compromised based on this, not wanting to be alone? Does this inner child scared of not feeling worthy or not feeling worthy, scared of feeling judged? And we're just clearing this fear now. And cutting a cord of the old belief system, the old story that this person that you lost represented. This person that you lost has now allowed you, it is a gift, it has now allowed you to go deeper into the remembrance of your inner child, to allow these emotions, this fear, this story to come up so you can see it, become aware of it, and transmute it. This is a gift. This was in your subconscious and is now becoming conscious through these emotions and this story. And we're letting the story and these emotions unravel. And we take a deep breath and we let it go, let it go. This is deeper than forgiveness. Forgiving means that there's still a story playing that needs forgiveness. All we're doing is letting it go. We release the whole story. it becomes more profound than just a forgiveness. It goes deeper. Allow yourself to be free. And take a deep breath in. Feel that opening in your heart and your solar plexus. And we're bringing the gift now. The gift of freedom. Allowing of the death of your old hurts and story, and a rebirth of something beautiful inside you. Osha, clearing, bringing that peace. Ishokolaria Torah Nashia. Ishalaria Torah Nashia Laria Torah Tashia. Ishalaria Torah Tashiala. Linking you into your new connection with your inner child, knowing that this was always what your soul wanted and desired, was for this to come up and be free. And this is why a loss of any relationship has occurred, is to create this new link inside you. So allow it. Let it go. Let the story go. It doesn't matter anymore. You are here now, and you're here to be free and to be loved inside. No one ever can take that away from you. No one can ever give it to you like you can. And this is always the reason these things occur. Always. Is that you held that program, that story, that old belief system deep inside, and it was time to let it go finally. And the way to get that attention of that inner child sometimes has to be extreme if we're not quite knowing how to connect or listen to it, okay? So I hope that helped everybody. I know it's been a wild ride. The energy has been getting much stronger, especially since around June of this year. It's really propelled. So this is going to be happening more and more, this type of thing. So you always go back to that, always go back inside, connect to your inner child. Know that this is what your inner child actually wanted and needed, to connect with your soul. And it's very, very important, very important. I love you all. I'll be coming on a little more slowly but surely to give you new updates and light language activations and new awarenesses of consciousness that I have been experiencing to share with all of you. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Take care. Bye-bye.